Hello and welcome to Elecspo, and since we've already looked at Leeds United and Fulham, it's only fair that we talk about the other team that got promoted, West Brom. The Baggies came second behind Leeds, with Slaven Bilic guiding them back to the top in his first season in charge. No one knows how he'll do, but West Brom do have a history of yo-yoing between the Premier League and the Championship. Well, today we're going to look at West Brom in 2025 according to Footy Manager 2020 and see how many times they've been promoted and relegated again. Oh, and we'll have a look at the team as well. Well, the good news is West Brom are in the Premier League, but only just. The Baggies won the 2025 Championship and have spent the simulation going up and down more often than strippers' knickers. They came up in 2020, then straight back down, then straight back up, then straight back down again. 2024 they were unable to get out the Championship the first time of asking, but the year later they won the title under the watchful eye of Romanian manager Cosmin Alaroui. A Romanian manager. I mean, I know now about him, but looking at his career he clearly knows to go where the money is, and then West Brom. They would win the title on the final day with a 2-0 win over Blackburn Rovers, so let's have a look at who started and who else is in the squad. In goals, Fabrizio Alastra. We've got an Italian in between the sticks and a man who has just enjoyed his best season at West Brom. He's been a Baggie for 4 years since his bargain arrival from Parma, and for a couple of slow years he's really picked up en route back to the Premier League, where he has the chance to rewrite the wrongs of his previous run, where he was second choice behind now Reading stopper Sam Johnston. Alastra's had the last laugh though, and is now a target for up-and-coming Rennes. Right back was Wes Harding. He's a title winner, but I don't think Wes Harding will be a West Brom player for much longer. The Jamaican international is on the transfer list and a target for Sheffield Wednesday, with West Brom no longer requiring his services. And you can see why. He's been pretty horrendous in navy and white. They might as well just have the boiler mascot playing at right back. Darnell Furlong is still the main right back, although he did have a curious loan spell at Olympiacos, where he must have just gone to work on his tan and socialise with ex-Love Island contestants. Centre back was Nathan Ferguson. While in reality he's heading to Crystal Palace, West Brom were able to keep a hold of Nathan Ferguson on Football Manager, and he's now their key player. Well, that's what the West Brom page says. When you look at how he's done, it doesn't say much for his teammates if he's the key player. But he has just enjoyed his best ever season, so maybe I'll just be quiet. Can't really, can I? Got the rest of the video to do. He was alongside John Brooks. I feel like John Brooks has been around forever, and I'm still not sure how good he is or was. I mean, he keeps cropping up my Newcastle Footy Manager 2015 career, and I did very nearly sign him. Didn't need him though, it's going class, thanks for asking. Anyway, Brooks is one of the most experienced players in the team, and in a West Brom shirt he's been alright, even if his most recent campaign was one to forget. The American has been worthy of his rather low price tag, and one of West Brom's better players when they've been in the top flight. West Brom have also got Ake, but no, it's not Nathan, it's Marley, an Ivorian striker who's just had a great season after arriving on a free from Marseille. But no, it's not Nathan Ake, he's at Rennes. Left back was Thomas Kedziora. He's a right back, no idea why he was left back. I don't know who the manager is, but he's certainly a maverick with tactics like this. Kedziora had an alright first season with the Baggies where he got 3 assists, but I've got no play for him playing left back all season. If he has, then fair play to him. But another left back, Kieran Gibbs, is long gone and actually ended his career in Poland with Legia Warsaw, which is interesting, isn't it? Isn't it? It's interesting, okay. On the right was Mohamed El Yunusi. We've got our first marquee player, and a man who's moved to West Brom doesn't really make any sense. Southampton had no use for him and sent him to the land of Borat and okay, he went to play for Astana in Kazakhstan. He cost them £6.25 million and was amazing, so amazing that West Brom wanted him, and they got him for £6.25 million. Whoever's in charge of transfers at Astana needs to have a word. Maybe it's Borat himself. Christ, I know nothing about Kazakhstan. Anyway, El Yunusi's been good, that's the point. Centre midfield was Raheem Harper. The West Brom Academy graduate's been a bona fide first teamer throughout this simulation, but he's been more inconsistent in an episode of Monday Night Raw. Seriously, why did Montez Ford get poisoned? I'm wondering again. Anyway, Raheem Harper has just enjoyed his best season ever, hitting double figures for goals and assists, which is just what he needs en route back to the Premier League. Next up was Pedro Obiang. If Pedro Obiang really is a Premier League player in 2025, I'll be amazed. If anything, I'll be appalled. If Obiang is playing in the English top flight in 5 years' time, I'll eat my hat. Yeah, we do wild and scary forfeits on Elecspo too. We're crazy, who's going to stop us? No one. I'm deviating again. God, this isn't an exciting team at all. Anyway, Obiang is actually on the transfer list, and West Brom really need to buy a new centre midfielder if they're ever going to survive in the top flight. On the left was Halil Dervisoglu. Unless he's been on loan lower down the Football League, Halil Dervisoglu has been absolutely crap in this simulation. Everything he did in a Brentford shirt stunk, but West Brom saw something and signed him for a sizable £9 million. In 10 games he got 3 goals and 3 assists in his first season, which is great, but if he was that good, why did he play so little? Up front was Antonio Sanabria. Right, I'm literally basing this on FIFA, but I thought Antonio Sanabria was pretty good. Like, I'm sure I've gotten like an 86 in years gone by. But anyway, I'm Football Manager in the year 2025 is a West Brom player and has just completed his first season at the Hawthorns. To be honest, it went pretty well, scoring 14 goals in 42 games. Actually, that's not too amazing. That's more than I'd get, who cares? It's better than he did at Mallorca the year before. The poor bloke spent most of his career out on loan. He doesn't know if he's coming or going. And he was alongside Sebastian Haller. We end the video with the star of the team and the most expensive player in West Brom's history. Yes, in a bid to avoid relegation, the Baggies splashed out £31 million on Sebastian Haller, who was only slightly better than he is in reality. Of course, he didn't keep them up, but Haller's goals have got them back to the promised land, netting 23 times en route to the title. He's actually been really good for West Brom, scoring 46 goals in 95 games. He's hoping he hasn't got another relegation on his CV in 12 months' time. So there we have it, that's West Brom in 2025 according to our Football Manager 2020 simulation. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. As always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Elecspo, and until next time, we'll see you around.